Good morning, Prop Nation. This is the Prop Master here with your Saturday edition of Gimme Props, handing you guys 3 big college football winners, all for free. For the first play, we lock in on Ohio transfer Curtis Rourke, who has the Indiana Hoosier offense rolling this season. The Hoosiers are 4-0 and averaging 50.5 points per game. Indiana is ranked 11th in the country in total offense and 23rd in passing offense. Yes, their schedule hasn't been very difficult. However, Indiana has also taken their foot off the gas several times this season and still putting up big numbers. Maryland comes into this Big Ten matchup with the 103rd ranked passing defense in the country, so Rourke could have another field day tonight. Curtis has gone over this number in his last 3 games, averaging 277 yards per game through the air. We are projecting a back-and-forth matchup where both teams have to air out the ball. We want you guys to take Curtis Rourke over 237.5 passing yards. For free pick number 2 today, we look to Micah Bernard of Utah to hit over 98.5 rushing yards. Bernard is coming off a career-high 182-yard game against number 14 Oklahoma State. What is more impressive is that 142 of those yards came after contact, and he forced 10 missed tackles. Bernard missed almost all of last season with an eye injury, but he is back, and he's torturing defenses. He's averaging a crazy 6.9 yards per carry and averaging 20 carries per game over the last 3 games. Arizona ranks 97th in the country in run defense, allowing 4.71 yards per carry this season. This is an absolute big opportunity for Bernard to feast, as Utah will want to establish the run and control the clock. Arizona has some explosive players on offense, and the Utes will want to limit their number of possessions here. We project a game where Bernard gets fed the rock and takes advantage of this vulnerable run defense. As Utah's emerging lead back, we lock in the over here at 98.5 rushing yards for another dub. For the third and final free prop of the day, we want you guys to fade quarterback Miller Moss of the USC Trojans. He has a passing yards line of 296.5. He's got the USC Trojans looking to bounce back after a tough road loss at the Big House. Moss, an LA native, has looked fantastic so far this season, and he has Trojan fans thinking, playoffs? We talking playoffs? Let's break it down. Moss tore up a terrible LSU defense in week 1, going for 378 yards, but he has then gone under the number of 296 his last 2 weeks, despite throwing the ball 51 times against Michigan. Moss was under duress all afternoon as USC's offensive line was manhandled. Wisconsin is not nearly the same tough Badgers defense that we grew accustomed to seeing year in and year out under Jim Leonhard. However, they still have the 29th best passing defense in the country, and this matters. Their run defense has not been there, as they are allowing 4.46 yards per carry so far this season. We look for USC to establish the ground game to keep Moss upright tonight. Think of it this way. If it's a close game, it should be low scoring because Wisconsin is going to try and slow down the game with their starting quarterback Tyler Van Dyke out for the season. If USC blows them out, which it could happen, we also like them running clock later in the game. Moss will get his yards in this one, but we project him going under 296.5 passing yards. Lock that shit in. VIP clients have gone 9-2 over the last 11 college football plays, and the money train is about to leave the station with a massive Saturday slate. Join our daily, weekly, or monthly package to see what we're all about. Find more info at whylose.com/props. Again, that's whylose.com/props. See y'all tomorrow.